Hey guys, Jesse here, with a small like rant and some helpful hints or issues that I feel a lot of people don't really know about. If you're not like a really advanced player or you haven't played the game for a long time, or if people haven't corrected you yet, uh, here's some things. First of all, I want to talk about the very first turn in Yu-Gi-Oh! The very first turn, I mean, not the turn where just you get to go, but the first turn right after you win the dice roll or the coin flip or rock, paper, scissors, whatever. Rochambeau. Uh, it is not okay unless you have really great protection like Starlit Road, Solemn, Dark Bribe. It is not okay to go totally nuts first turn because you can't do anything. I was on Dueling Network today for a few hours, and I won so many duels because, especially with Dark World players, I think because Dark World players or plants players get really excited that they have like a really nuts hand or something. So first turn they just want to use all of it, and so what happens is they get out gold and silva and a grapha whatever, and then they like set to go, and then they only have one card in hand. Next turn I go. Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Mind Control. You know, all those cards are staples for a reason because they're stupid good and they take advantage of your opponent overextending. Um, so going nuts first turn, you have to think about one main thing. What happens if I get Dark Hold? What am I going to do if I get Heavy Stormed? What am I going to do if my opponent mind controls and goes somehow, makes Trish and gets rid of the one card in my hand and my back row and attacks my monster? What am I going to do if that happens? Those are the things that you have to think about when you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Period, but especially first turn. The first turn is made for a setup. One, to like baby steps to your broken play, and also something to stall your opponent, either a devastating stall or something that clears the field. Things like set a Sengen, summon a Thunder King, one of those two things, or you could go and then you would set Trap Dust Shoot or Warning. Uh, those are solid conservative plays that if you get MST'd, that's okay because you still have four cards in hand. If they attack the Ursangan, if they summon a Thunder King and attack Ursangan, oh well, that sucks. But at least you know that an MST is gone, or if they heavy first turn, at least you know heavy is gone, or Dark Hole first turn, at least you know that those cards they're now gone. Okay, so my whole point is going nuts first turn, you have to think about what are you going to do if you get stapled. Because I won so many duels because somebody went nuts in the first turn, and I smashing their monster and then MST'd their back row, or I heavied in Dark Hold, and they were devastated because they had no cards in hand because I just destroyed everything. So that is not okay to go stupid nuts first turn unless you have absolute mega protection. I really recommend don't do that. Use the first turn to set up for your really good plays, as well as take advantage of your opponent while he has six cards in his hand with Dust Shoot, and then Mind Crush or yada yada yada. Okay, don't go totally nuts in the first turn just because you have the nuts. Okay, hold on to it. Let's see. And then I want to talk about overextending. If you have enough for game, or you have enough where you can maintain control, that's all you need. You don't need, if your opponent has two cards face down and you summon a Stratos and you attack and you get 18, okay, cool. Next turn, he doesn't really change anything. He just sets another card or doesn't set any card, just leaves the two. Don't summon an alias. Just attack with Stratos. You get 18, cool. Set another card or hold on to the cards in your hand, and you're good to go. Next turn, nothing changes, keep attacking with Stratos. You don't need to summon more monsters unless you need to summon more monsters. You don't have to summon 5 monsters because you can, because what happens on the 5th monster, you're going to get Darkhold, Torrential, Mirror Forest, yada yada. That's what your opponent is waiting for. They're waiting for you to extend so that they can take advantage of you with staples. And what you want to do is you want to force your opponent to have to say, well, I can't take any more 1800 attacks, and I'm going to have to Mirror Force it. And now Mirror Force is gone. And those are the things that you have to think about. Don't overextend when you don't have to. If you have enough for game, just summon 1 monster for game. You don't have to summon 5 monsters and attack for game because you want to feel cool. Because what if all of a sudden you get devastated? Someone drops Battle Fader and then Darkholds you. Or Black Rose or Trish or something. Don't overextend. There is never a need to overextend. You just need exactly what you need for game, or to maintain control. That's exactly what you need. Let's talk about something that I ran into a lot with today. Formula Synchron. So a lot of things I ran into today were players who would have, like, for example, I just finished a duel not 5 minutes ago. This guy had Formula Synchron, Iron Chain, and a token. That's Trishula. So he summons Iron Chain, attacks me, I mill 3. It was actually good that I milled 3. And then he ended his turn. I thought he was going to go Trish, but apparently he wanted to wait till my turn, and I was hoping that he didn't think he could chain it. Because what happened is I played Pot of Avarice, and he goes, okay, chain Formula into Trish. Activate effect. I said, no, dude, you can't activate Trishula's effect because you missed the timing. He says, no, that's he basically told me it was bullshit. I said, oh, he says, why? And I explained to him that Formula has to be chain link 1, and it has to be Trishula has to be the last thing to happen because it's not a mandatory effect, it's an optional effect. And the last thing to happen would be Pot of Avarice. So he calls an admin. Admin says I'm right. The guy quits right on the spot. And sucks for him. He had like 2 cards in hand and he had a live bulb and stuff. So he had a live spore and everything. He would have been fine, but he decided to quit. So, but anyway, if you want to use Formula for Black Rose, Trishula, it's best to do it during your opponent's second main phase, or their main phase after, if they mistakenly, like, they set some cards or summon a monster that has no effect, and you read a Synchro play, cool, chain Formula, go to Librarian, to stop them from Synchroing, go to Black Rose to blow up all their crap, go Trishula to remove this stuff. But you cannot chain Formula to a Dark Hole or Heavy Storm or Pot of Avarice or anything like that, because the Synchro that you get out, if it does not have a mandatory effect, if it has an optional effect like Black Rose or Trishula, you will miss the timing and you will not get that effect. You'll be devastated after that because you wasted a Trishula that's limited. So don't do that. So that's just a little education there on some stuff that I noticed in Dueling Noise people were doing a lot. So, don't overextend. Be careful in that first turn. Use it to set up for your plays. And always think about when you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! During your turn, what happens if I get Darkhold, if I get Heavy Storm? What am I going to do to come back from that if that were to happen to me? Those are the kind of things you need to think about, and those are the kind of things that are going to help you win the game. I guarantee it. Other than that, my little sloppy thing of notes again. I always have friggin' bunch of random sheets of paper with notes on them. I decided that I'm probably going to wind up taking Watts to regionals after all instead of Tech Genis, because I found out that there's another regional in San Jose in my area a month later. So I'll probably just take Tech Genis, or by then Inzectors then. So I decided this time I'm going to take Watts because I love Watts and nostalgia all the way, and I want to see if I can at least come close to topping, like, 6-4 or 5-3, 7-3, something like that would be amazing. So we'll see if I can get that. I don't think that Watts can top. I explained earlier the issues that Watts have. They're not fast enough. If you draw an all monster hand, that totally sucks. I can't even tell you. I am cursed. I draw all monsters all the time. I attack with Cobra, get a giraffe. Next turn, I freaking draw a giraffe, and I don't want. That sucks. Nothing I can do about it. But anyway, I decided I really want to take Watts. I'm still tuning the deck here and then. It seems pretty solid in my opinion. I might take out Swords, Revealing Light, and just have a playset full messengers apiece. And I may go the way of Yu-Gi-Oh! Musketeer and putting in Lava Golems. Personally, I think Lava Golem, he's really good. Don't get me wrong, Lava Golem is the shit. He gets rid of stuff. He gets in there for the burn damage, and he's awesome with Messenger of Peace. But the thing is, what if I don't have those cards and I just top deck a Lava Golem? That's not really going to help me much. So that's the only reason why I've not been playing Lava Golem. I used to play it in my lock deck because the lock was pretty solid. So if I had double hopper, it's more than likely my opponent will have to staple his way out. And so, those are other situations. But anyway, I decided I'm going to fine-tune the deck and really focus on it. I'm going to be taking it in a week and a half to regionals. So everybody wish me luck, please. Watts, I really want him to freaking win, so bad. Another thing I think I mentioned this in my last video, but I'm probably going to wind up making a deck profile of my Gishkis online because they are stupid good. Gishkis, in my opinion, just from playing the deck, I don't know about after Inzectors come out and stuff. Maybe not, but I think they're top tier. They just search everything, get out beaters, spin all your stuff back to your deck, and attack for gain. They're really good. They're really fast, and you get advantage all day. So I really want to do a duel in it. The only thing is that the main cards in there are not TCG, they're OCG, so I don't know if anyone's going to give a shit if you're not interested in that kind of thing. But leave a comment below if anyone wants to see a Gishki or Inzector deck list that I've been playing with that are really good. I really love the Gishkis. If you're online and you want to see what they are and want to know what they do, if you're on the Dueling Network, or if you want to duel me, send me a message, post a comment. I would love to duel you guys. I would love to duel anyone that wants to duel on Dueling Network. Please, that would be really fun. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys take what I said seriously, and more videos coming to you soon.